Hey everybody, it's Billy from Spicy Ginger Soap, and I'm going to make a little loaf tonight, kind of a test loaf of strawberry, just plain strawberry from Rustic Essentials. I'm going to be using titanium dioxide, Fairy Tale Pink from Crafter's Choice, and then I've got Ruby Red and Radical Red from Micah's and More mixed together for like a real true red, hopefully. So basically I've got red and pink and white. And I'm going to do, well, it kind of depends on how my fragrance oil behaves on what I end up doing. I'm thinking about doing just a regular drop swirl, but I was also thinking about doing a wall pour or even a stripe, or I might do, actually I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my little, it's not a Taiwan swirl, but it's my own little twist on it, basically. And that won't matter. It'll be okay if it kind of moves fast. Because that's one thing, I'm not sure how this is going to do, if it's going to move quickly or not. My fragrance oil has 2% vanillin in it, so I had to use some vanilla color stabilizer. There we go, that's all I'm going to do. And so when I use that vanilla color stabilizer, I really don't like to have to divide the fragrance oil up into different containers. I like to pour it in all at once, because when I've had to pour it in separately, I've had issues where it seems like parts of my, like certain colors got more of the vanilla color stabilizer than others, and then I got some spotting, and I don't know, vanilla color stabilizer, it just, I don't like to have to mess with it. Not only because I just don't like to have to add that extra thing, I don't like to have to pay for the extra cost, but also because it's just not perfect. It doesn't work perfectly. Sometimes still get areas that are discolored, and I don't know, I just hate that discoloration that happens. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and my batter's so yellow. It's that olive oil. I'm going to go ahead and get these divided up. I just love olive oil in my soaps, but I just hate the color that it imparts, but whatever. Is what it is, right? Olive oil just, to me, really does add to a bar soap in a really nice way. I like rice bran oil too. I just ordered some more rice bran oil. It should be here soon. I'll use some of that pretty soon. The only thing, I had a weird, my last container of rice bran oil, I got like a bunch of stuff on the bottom of the container. It was really weird. All right, so, and look at what I did. I didn't put my fragrance oil in. It's because I'm talking too much. Dang it. What am I thinking? Oh boy. Well, I want to make sure it's nice and mixed up then. Jeez Louise, I cannot believe I just did that. I can see like where it's not completely mixed in. It's almost like when you put, if you've never used it before, it's almost like putting oil and water together. It just always seems like it's kind of not mixed completely properly. And I really don't want to get a bunch of brown spots in my soap. All right. Hopefully that's mixed up good enough. I guess at this point I might as well mix my colors up before I put my fragrance oil in, since I'm already at that point. Got a nice white here. Very, very yellow. Jeez Louise. A little gnat flying around. Dang it. Alright, that'll have to be good enough. I guess I'll go ahead and mix these real quickly. Pretty little pink. And then this is going to be a really pretty red. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Love it. All right, let's get this out of the way. Do this one first. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix this in now. Got my little mold here. ahead and pour. And go ahead and put, well, let's see, put a little bit in the bottom. Pretty liquidy. Yep, everything's pretty, even my white looks pretty good. So now I forgot, oh, I forgot what, dang it. I wasn't supposed to do that, what I just did. That's alright, I can still do this, I think. I'm going to go ahead and do there, one here. Put a little bit more on this side so we're even. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put some pink, light pink over here. Yeah, it's starting to thicken up. It's okay, just got to move a little quick. Okay. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. It'll be alright though. One more on each side. And then I'll do my little swirl. Alright, so I just want to get the rest of my colors in here. Oh, dang. I didn't mean to do that, but that's all right. This smells so dang good. Oh my gosh. I'm really liking it. So I've got a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a layer of each of the alternating pinks, because I've kind of got more pink left over than I thought I was going to. Pound that down a little bit. All right, beautiful, beautiful. This is actually perfect for Valentine's Day too. I wasn't thinking about that when I made it, but it definitely is. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to basically I'm going to put some lines in here. And then I'm going to do alternating in the other direction. And then normally when you're doing the like Taiwan swirl, you you kind of you go in and you do lines like this, but what I like to do, not every time I do it, but sometimes when I do it, let me just bang this down a bit so it's a little more even. There we go. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go, let's see, how do I want to do it? Just do it like that. That's the normal way you would do it, but I'm going to just go ahead and do it like this. Just because I want to do something different, that's all. And then I'm going to clean up my sides. And, you know, if you had, like, for me, I don't mind if my colors kind of come together because these colors will be fine. No matter how much they mix, they'll just basically make pink. Let me just fix that right there. And then this right here is a little, I'm going to do one more swirl there. And basically, that's it. Bang it down so there's no air bubbles in there. And I will bring you guys back tomorrow to see how this turns out. I like it. I think it's really pretty. And I'm sure that my inner swirl will be fun and interesting also. There we go. So there's a close-up of the top. I'll bring you guys back tomorrow and we'll see what this looks like inside. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. See you on the next video. See you to cut. Hey everybody. Back to cut this one, the strawberry. Excuse my chip nail polish. It smells really good. So if you guys have been looking for a strawberry that holds well in cold processed soap, this is a good one. And I've been looking for one for a while, so good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna cut just a bit off of both of the ends. That's what it looks like inside. We're gonna do a horizontal cut though, just like I always do when I do this type of design. Crap. Let me realign this. Why isn't that working? Huh. My loaf must be lopsided. Okay, there we go. That's what that piece looks like. And then I'm going to, someone said something about, why don't you just cut, put a 2-inch marker on your cutting board? And I have. I have since whatever video it was that she made that comment about. I thought that was funny. All right. Let me see how long this is though right now. Okay. They'll be just slightly over 2 inches wide. So I've got my 2 blocks, and you guys might have remembered that when I was pouring, I poured a white layer, which I wish I wouldn't have done that. It was kind of like autopilot, you know. I do that for a lot of the pours that I do. I do like a first layer, and I just kind of did it before I realized that I didn't want to do that for this particular pour, but that's okay. Because a lot of times I take a little bit off the end anyways. The bottom, I mean, not the end. So that's what I'm going to do here. Take a little piece off the bottom. Look how pretty that is. I think it's pretty. All right, and then we're going to do a tad over 1 inch. Because I think this is a little over 2 inches. Yes, it's 2 1/4. So I'm just going to do it slightly over 1 inch thick. So these are going to be nice size bars. All right. Oh, look how pretty. All right, so that's the top of the bar. Gorgeous. And then that'll be the bottom of that one. And then the top of this one is that, and the bottom is that. I'm very happy with that. And then we're just going to do the same thing with all of these. Very pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. So pretty. And then so these are going to be just gorgeous bars. And I'm so happy with the way that the scent turned out also. I've had such a hard time finding a strawberry that does well in cold process soap. And even though this one's got vanillin, they all have vanillin for the most part. This one only has 2%. So I'm hoping that and I did use color stabilizer. So I'm hoping that I don't have any discoloration. I don't see any right now. Sometimes it shows up a little later, but I'm hopeful that that one won't happen. All right. Oh, so pretty. The back of it. And then there's the bottom of that bar and the top. So that's it. There's just going to be 6 bars from this loaf. And, you know, it was just a test loaf. So I may make here, I'll use this end piece for a couple of samples. And the rest of this, I've got basically those 3 bottom pieces, and I've got this end piece, and these are nice and soft. I'm probably going to use these to make some embeds. And the way that I do that is just kind of like the way that I work with the sugar paste, which I'm going to get that video up. These videos should go up around the same time of me showing you the sugar paste, but when I use the end pieces, when I use the end pieces of soap or my scraps, basically, I treat them like sticky dough, and I use cornstarch, and then I just roll them out, and then I use my little punch cutters most of the time, or I'll roll them in balls, or you can hand sculpt little, whatever you want, really. I made a couple like little birds. You just use your imagination, and I'll be doing that with these. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next video.